update on the E-mini S&P 500 futures. This is the daily time frame, and we've got our what I think is our top in place here for the super cycle and primary. Now, the only question is if it stops, is here our top or here? So I have evidence that could say that maybe this is an expanding flat here. The 200 hits here, and then for C, the 123 hits down here, and everything else kind of falls into place. This hits right on the 423. So all the fibs kind of fit if this is the top. So yeah, the question is this the top or this the top? But I am right now, I've got everything labeled here, but when I start measuring, I'm going to take both measurements, I think. So over here to the right, we have our degrees of cycles that will interact with today: super cycle, primary, intermediate, minor. I might get into the minuet and the minute and minuet and subminuets later. But anyways, we've started to top out over here. That's was obvious. And on the turn down, our downturn broke apart and made newer highs. Now, this whole move really could still be a correction up and what I think might be an expanding flat. So right now we're trying to figure out how high this B wave can go. So if we take this measurement from what I have labeled as the top right now, the 200% is at 60. Is it 60? 6085, I believe. Yeah, 6085 on the 200%. And if I take it from this top, it's the 261. It goes a little higher percentage and higher price, 262.34. So, everything really did kind of fit with this lower top. So we'll come back and measure that later. But regardless, from here to here is one move, and either I measured there or from the top, it's still considered one move. Now, it's just more of a complex correction. And then the bottom was here at 613 2022, and I've got the wave B labeled in a WXY. It's come to my attention, it might be a double zigzag, and then we're actually topped out, and this move that we've been in the last couple of months is actually an expanding flat, so making kind of false higher highs. Same as what it's doing here. This is the first part of the correction, second part of correction. We're waiting on the third part of the correction to come down as an A, B, and C. So the same goes for this right here. All right, so we'll zoom in right here. So this is what I think might be the top of B, okay? And we've started our leg C down. So we have our three moves here for A, triangle pattern for B, and we're just waiting for the B to finish out, and then we'll start counting our waves down for C. Now, we can kind of check some of the fibs for this wave and the waves that came after it. So we know that this was a 1, 2, 3, and we had a correction here, and so it was three moves: A, B, and a C. So first we'll get the retracement, which was 61.8. we'll get the leg C down, which with such a long wick, I've kind of decided that we're going to go ahead and play this at the 200. I've scratched my head a few times. I think this might be an extension wave here, which looks something like this, but I'm counting the opposite direction, so you can have 3 moves here, but this last leg gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 swings in it. Okay, so that happened and caused I don't know, some miscount on the fib there. So again, and the fib could have started right here too. So I just don't have a lot of time to, I'm late counting this chart, so it's just going to take too much time to go back and get in on the 30-minute time frame and figure out what happened here. But you can see the 150, this hit here, and maybe some kind of triangle pattern. Hard to say. I don't want to speculate too much, but moving on. But it is 3 moves, and we're calling this an A in a lower degree. I thought I had it labeled. If this yellow is here, it's still the same. I think it still might be the minor degree. So we can pull that A down, looking for a B up. That C is not right. Okay. So A down, B up. Looking for C down. So we need to find out how far this B move is going to make. I drew this trend line. It seems like it's had matched up in the past. October, September, and August. So it could be an A, B, C, D, and E, like that. And the E usually indicates it plays out in some kind of impulse wave and breaks, has a kind of a false break out of this trend line. So we'll watch for that. But if you take some of these measurements here off the A, you can get your B at 123, and at 150. This was 3 swings. Triangles are 3 swings. Is it 1, 2, 3? Oh, I didn't start it down here. Sorry about that. So right there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this last leg is going to be 5. Okay. So you see that measured the A to get the C at 150. The B's and the D legs kind of correlate percentage moves within themselves. So the retracement here on that was 50% on the B, and it was actually 38.2 on the D. So that might tell me that this E is going to have an extended wave. So, and I'm kind of anticipating that because I've seen these extensions play out in the last year or so. Just to show you. Let's see. So this here, these are extensions, extension, extension, extension. Okay, so this whole B wave has had pretty good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for leading and ending diagonals. Okay. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame. Zoom out a bit. So now with the E wave, we know that's going to be extended. Let's see if there's anything else we can get from here. Keep this measurement up. I think the target that we may be trying to look for, yeah, probably the 161.8. So 60.97, and we are almost there. So let's take a look here at the last leg, last push up. It's actually started here on 11/4/24. We got 3 moves here, 1, 2, 3. So, and then the next one was the extension. You know what? This might be part of it, because this doesn't really make sense, this move here. So it could be 1, 2. We'll just have to add it together. We'll take a couple of different measurements and see if this is a part of this wave. But you can see 5 waves here in the beginning of the move. Okay, so this already tells me it's a leading diagonal. So with leading diagonals, we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 waves back, and then 5 waves again, because with flats, it's a 3, 3, 5 move anyways. But so if you have an extension in the A, it's 5, 3, 5. So we're looking for 5. This could have been 3 here. I bet you that's 32 or 38.2% retracement there. We'll take it from here to begin with. Or 23.6. Yeah. If it hits pretty close to that fib there, I'm going to count that. This one's going to be even worse. No, it's actually more accurate measuring down here. So we'll may keep that. So, okay, so A, B, and now we need 5 waves up to finish this minuet C. So we can take, and this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get up here somewhere. So we'll just have to measure the first wave first. Get a 161.8, which is up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, this seems awful short to reach up here for this 161. I mean, maybe this 5 waves is already done. But you see here how these two overlap. That's pretty significant when you have, especially when they're the same Fibonacci, they're the same percentage, same fib percentage. So, okay, that might be our target, 60.97. But let's measure this right here. See where 161.8 is here. It's on the 200 also. I think I removed the wrong one. There we go. So it looks like this 161.8 was on a 3-wave move. So it just doesn't really fit for the extensions here. Oh, unless, no, that's too much. I was thinking an expanding flat there, but no, that's not, that doesn't fit. We may be done. This may be the top. The only other way it wouldn't be, if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this move here is just not impulsive enough for an extension. It looks like it's just a regular 5 waves for a C, A, B, and a C. You know what? Let's go to our indicators here. And you know I like to put them on the daily. Oh, computer just froze again. Any moment now. There we go. Okay. So let's start with the RSI first. Anything above the 50 is bullish. Anything below the 50 RSI is bearish. So we got a nice push into the uptrend for a bullish trend. Looking like a top here, 1, 2, 3, or maybe that is making higher highs. Yeah, higher highs here. Okay, so this might fit with our triangle pattern. A, B, C right here, D, and E has got to go a little higher with the RSI. Because in triangle patterns, the RSI has to match up with the price. So if we're making higher highs, this needs to be higher than this. It's not, even at the moment. We're going to keep an eye on that, see if maybe it's a little bit too much of a lagging indicator here. But let's move on to the MACD. Same scenario with bullish and bearish. If it's above the 0 line here, the purple line, it's bullish, and if it's below, it's bearish. And so it's still a bullish trend, but our momentum bars here are kind of dying out a little bit. We're definitely, this would be a divergence when the momentum is showing weakness, but the price is moving up. I mean, we have the divergence of the MACD, but not the RSI. So it's and you know, the signal strength crossed right here, and that was kind of when we had our big push up. So the most of the momentum is already complete, so we should be starting to turn, start to finish this move here according to the MACD. Now the ADX here is at 28, about medium strength for momentum, but looking like it's still going to trend up. So maybe it could start to time it to right where it peaks to turn. That this would, if this gets up to 30 or 40, that would give a big help for the downside to push momentum strength down a lot faster. So we'll keep an eye on that. As it starts to turn, we'll see if it gets up to 30 or 40. So now let's get back to the chart real quick. So it looks like the RSI is telling us that we may need to go up a little bit further. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count this as 1, 2, 3. Maybe its own extension. 1, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Just don't like it. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then no, I'm just not seeing it. For me, I've already taken a short position, but the RSI is telling me it should go up some more. If we take this measurement of this first leg here, these first 5 waves up on the sub minuet, it looking like it should hit up to the almost the 6100 area. So I'll be looking for that. So it's either turning, or there's going to be I think a bigger. I think it's going to, if it goes up, it's going to go further than the 6100. I believe. I just don't. just not seeing it. So, this isn't. I'm gonna have a tight stop loss here. This wasn't as easy to see as these prior moves earlier going into this. I did see the move going up, but I got out too early, got back in. Didn't it was hard to find a place to get back in, but I was long for most of this move, but I did take a short position, and like I said, I may be a little premature on the short position. So let's just back out again on the this last wave. So let me get rid of this fib. I think the most important fib to really concentrate is, the move that's existing. We have to back it up against the previous move. So this move right here is what's going to tell us the story for this move up. And if we drew the fibs out, which I just laid it out, the 161.8, yeah, that's the 6100. The next one is 6330. So yeah, I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this. If it breaks that 6100, I'll be looking to go long and take it to 6330. Sorry. So I'm gonna put in those targets. Oops. And this one up here. Okay, I think that is about it. So yeah, look, A, looking for a B up, waiting for the C down. And I think we'll start to see the MACD looking to give us more of an indication on the downside. These momentum bars should decrease here on this as it starts to top here, and give us a little bit more indication on how strong the turn is. That combined with the ADX. Now, I don't think the RSI is going to show us an overbought position, so that's another thing I need to keep an eye out. But anyways, I hope that helps, and good luck.